Hello and greetings to you, dear viewers. Welcome. Today we have come with another mythical tale, the legend of the Titans' battle against the demonic forces. So, stay with us as we acquaint ourselves with this beautiful legend. Once upon a time, in ancient times long before humans even existed, mystical and mythical beings roamed the earth, shaping the very essence of life. These mythical beings were known as the Titans, enormous creatures with diverse powers. Their powers encompassed the elements that formed the earth and sustained life. They possessed the power of earth, wind, water, and nature. The Titans ruled over the earth, enjoying a prosperous life. Over the years, they multiplied and prospered even more. However, conflicts eventually arose among them. Being mystical beings with abundant powers, they differed greatly in strength to assert their superiority over one another. They engaged in disputes and a great war erupted among them. The first war on Earth was the battle among the Titans, a war that lasted 50 years. After its conclusion, half of the original and primal Titans were slain, leaving only the mightiest Titans alive to begin their rule over their lands. The king of the Titans was Kronos, an incredibly intelligent, powerful, and ruthless being. He initiated the Great War among the Titans and was the first Titan to rise up in rebellion. Alongside him were other powerful Titans who joined his uprising. After 50 years of war, they finally attained rulership and kingship. However, this was not the end of the story. The Titans were always greedy, and their lust for power had enchanted them. Therefore, the Second Great War erupted among them. After 50 years, it was a massive and bloody battle among the powerful Titans. This time, the battle did not last long, because all of them possessed immense power and were unbeatable. Therefore, they divided into 3 factions. Each faction ruled over a corner of the earth. Kronos, along with several loyal Titans, continued his reign over the central point of the earth. Typhoon, the instigator of this war, went to lands far beyond Earth and vanished into the depths of the earth. Atlas, the largest and most colossal among them, headed towards distant islands to live in peace. However, you might think the story ends here, but it is not so. Typhoon, the initiator of the Second War, had now gone to the farthest point of the earth and was living in its depths, fueled by intense anger and vengeance. Typhoon began to create demonic forces and powers. He brought forth the demons from the underworld. After the creation of the demons, he lost control of his own spirit, and the demons he had created completely possessed his body. With Typhoon's loss of power, a new ruler of the demons emerged, Cthulu, he gathered a vast army of demonic creatures and prepared for battle against the remaining titans, aiming to eradicate them all. Meanwhile, the firstborn son of Cronos was born. His name was Zeus. Zeus was born with the power of thunder, lightning, and the celestial thunderbolt. He possessed immense light and power within himself. The Sisters of Fate, who resided in Cronos' palace, had prophesied that Zeus, his firstborn son, would be the one to end the Great War and bring peace and tranquility to the earth. Zeus, born of a Titan, possessed astonishing powers and had grown immensely strong and mighty. Being aware of his destiny, he began rigorous training from his childhood to enhance his strength further, preparing himself to combat the demons. However, despite his incredible power, Zeus was still young and inexperienced, with his age being quite tender. Meanwhile, the demons were gaining more power. Therefore, Cronos decided to take matters into his own hands and launch an attack against them, intending to destroy them. However, the Sisters of Fate advised him that it was not his fate to battle the demons, but rather the destiny of his son, Zeus. They urged him to allow Zeus to confront the demons. Yet, Cronos knew that Zeus was still young and lacked the prowess for battle. Despite this, he went forth to battle against the demons himself, initiating a great war between the Titans and the demons. In this great battle, Cthulu, the king of the demons, finally defeated Cronos, severing his head from his body. With the defeat of Cronos, Cthulu gained immense power, surpassing the Titans several times over. He became a demonic entity, with the power of the Titans at his command. This battle lasted for several years, and ultimately, Cthulhu seized half of the earth and the vast realms once ruled by Cronos. Meanwhile, during these years, Zeus had acquired tremendous power, becoming vastly stronger and mightier than before. Finally, the great battle between Zeus and the demons took place. A bloody and fierce conflict. Zeus utilized the power of his thunderbolts and lightning to obliterate the demons and vanquish them. However, Cthulhu, the king of demons, exerted his dark power over Zeus, putting him under immense pressure. Consequently, Zeus couldn't withstand the demonic and dark power of Cthulhu, sustaining severe injuries. He was wounded and exhausted as he made his way towards the temple of the Sisters of Fate. And he said, "I, who had been told by you that this is my destiny, to destroy the demons. Despite this, I suffered defeat. What should I do to overcome them? You must help me." The Sisters of Fate respond, "Time is running out. Cthulhu and his demons have infiltrated the city and are destroying everything. You must hurry. You need to create a weapon that can defeat both the Titans and the demons. a weapon of immense power that can annihilate the Titans and rid the world of the demons. You must forge this weapon with the power of your thunderbolt and the light within you." Zeus asked, "How can I forge this weapon?" The sisters of fate replied, "By unleashing all of your power. With the power you possess, you can create this weapon." Zeus then unleashed all of his power. The heavens split. The earth quaked violently. Thunder, lightning, and fire spread everywhere, forming a mighty storm. Eventually, Zeus emerged from that storm, now more powerful and mighty than ever before. He held a great sword in his hands, a powerful weapon imbued with the power of thunderbolt and light, a weapon capable of annihilating all demons and titans. With that powerful weapon, Zeus brought an end to the Great War, annihilating all the demons and destroying Cthulu, the king of demons. After this epic battle, the earth was left uninhabitable, engulfed in destruction and darkness. Therefore, using his weapon and power, Zeus reconstructed the earth anew. He built a magnificent palace for himself on the highest peak of the earth, in a great mountain, naming it Mount Olympus. He named his weapon the Blade of Olympus afterward. Zeus declared himself the first god of the earth and began his reign over the land. And this was the story of the emergence of the Titans, the great battles among them, the creation of the demonic demons, and the rise of the first god of gods, Zeus. Thank you very much for listening to this mythical tale. If you enjoyed this story, please like and subscribe, and be sure to share it with your friends, so another mythological tale may come your way.